working out, huh?
To Thompson. From long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Los Angeles has the basketball. Down for McGee. Short jumper off the mark. Green. It's good for three.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Livingston to bring it up. Leads 5. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They've played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. LBJ. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Screen coming, Thompson. And it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. To James. Oh, emphatic slam.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Here's James for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Livingston to Durant. Has a chance. Kevin Durant. The defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To James. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Throws it down.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
To James. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Livingston across the timeline. Down 5. Deep right corner. Durant. Kevin Durant. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. And he converts on the free throw. Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Durant. JaVale McGee swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
James. Green always looking for the steal. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Thompson. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Curry with the basketball. His team down 9. Add 2 points to the board.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Durant with the basketball up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It stays with Golden State. Durant. Count the basket at the rim. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Durant. Turns and slams it down.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Missed the foul shot. To Curry. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Los Angeles, they have it. And a throwdown. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. He'll put it up at the buzzer. That does it for the quarter. The Lakers have the lead.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Curry into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Kyle Kuzma. He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Durant across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
And the finish, slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
LeBron against the former Cougar. Rocking the rim.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if there's too many games in a row, not enough rest time, but it looks like the defense is stuck in the mud. Heavy legs never equals great D.
Driving right to the basket. JaVale McGee to James. Kevin Durant. Tips it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's him. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Rises for the slam.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To James. Baseline drive. Kevin Durant pins it. Fourth this contest. It's Steph at the controls.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The drive right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Curling inside. Big finish at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Curry to bring it up. The deficit now up to 5. To James. Driving right to the basket. Kevin Durant rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Rondo into the front court. Leads 3. LeBron James. Tough matchup against Durant. He can't get past the defender. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. 3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Durant can't get that one to go. To Caldwell Pope. Flushes it home.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Off the assist. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
To Durant. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Durant with the basketball up top. The deficit now up to 13. And counted at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. Baseline drive. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
In the front court comes Rondo. The lead is 11. LeBron matched up with the 2-time MVP. Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Curry to Durant. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And stuffs it home. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. And a nice finish at the rim.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
LeBron James against KD. Nothing going here on that drive. Chance here for LeBron. Not that time. To Durant. Curry. Lakers ball. James matched up with Durant. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James trying. Cash in on the three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Kevin Durant has it. Add 2 points to the board.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
LeBron matched up with Iguodala. JaVale McGee. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Rajon Rondo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Durant. Beyond the arc for three. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
To James. Kuzma. LeBron James sizing up Iguodala. Rondo and Green able to clear the rebound. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down by 15. Has a look. Second effort. And a putback slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
The drive right to the basket. To Durant. Driving right to the basket. And look out. He's been a one-man show. But, Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Trying to cash in. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Lakers at the controls right now. Rondo here against Steph. And the rebound comes down to Thompson. Curry into the front court. Down a bundle. For three, he was 0 for 6 to start. Let's see if that three turns things around.
Well, there's this old saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is why you've been practicing in the offseason so hard. You never let one miss deter you from taking the next.
James, defended by Steph Curry. That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers performance. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers the Lakers can point to these guys for their scoring output. The Warriors couldn't put it together to get the victory. Shook hands with the other guys after the game. You could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss.
Track. Steals. Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.